President Trump today tried to put distance between himself and the investigation into Russian interference in the election. This despite the indictment of his former campaign chairman and a guilty plea by a former campaign advisor. Major Garrett reports what the president said today is at odds with what he said in the past.
On Twitter, President Trump falsely claimed Paul Manafort's alleged offense took place long before he came to the campaign. But the indictment alleges Manafort lied to federal officials and carried out a money laundering scheme during his tenure as campaign chairman and while advising the transition. Manafort has pleaded not guilty to all charges. The president also said few people knew George Papadopoulos, a Trump campaign foreign policy advisor who has pled guilty to lying to the FBI about efforts to contact Russian interests for the campaign. In March 2016, the president spoke to the Washington Post.
George Papadopoulos, he's an oil and energy consultant, excellent guy.
That same month, Papadopoulos was photographed at a foreign policy meeting with candidate Trump and future Attorney General Jeff Sessions. The White House said Mr. Trump barely remembers Papadopoulos. This was the president last week.
One of the great memories of all time.
Today, Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders said the campaign turned over Papadopoulos' emails to the special counsel's office, which included communication between Papadopoulos and Sam Clovis, the Trump campaign national co-chairman. The plea agreement citing those emails said that the campaign supervisor, now known to be Clovis, told defendant Papadopoulos that I would encourage you and another foreign policy advisor to the campaign to make the trip to Russia if it is feasible. But Sanders tried to contradict that account today.
My understanding is there wasn't encouragement. He made multiple attempts at setting up a variety of meetings that were constantly rebuffed.
Clovis has been nominated to a top scientific post at the Department of Agriculture, and despite questions raised by the top Senate Democrat on the Agriculture Committee, Anthony, the White House said today it sees no reason to withdraw Clovis's nomination.
Major Garrett again at the White House. Thanks, Major.